So, when we last left off, you all had begun starting to investigate the space station, going to meet Ulrich, only to find that he had managed to escape or was taken somehow. And as you guys were starting to investigate, you realized that Kira had also chased after an individual and was found dead in the process of doing so. And as you guys are starting to unravel what's going on, I would like all of you to roll to act under pressure. So roll plus cool, please. And I think Neon, you can roll 2 dice.
Alexander got a 6.
Okay.
What did you say to roll?
Cool. But you have 2 dice.
Oh, wrong place. Oops. A 7 and a 2.
I got 3.
9.
I got 3 and 4.
Yugami, do you need help?
I got 3 and 4 is what it said.
Indecipherable. You're too muffled.
Oh, sorry. 3 and 4?
Why did you roll 2 dice?
Yeah, I rolled 2 and it got to 3 and 4 to make 7.
No, I'm asking why did you roll 2?
Oh, I thought you said... Sorry. I thought I was told to roll 2.
No, I just want you to roll 1 dice. Silva gets to roll 2.
Oh, okay.
And what did Solus get?
I got a 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled 1 and I got 5.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay. Silva, you are currently in the walls investigating this sort of trapdoor vent situation. But I don't remember who went with you. I think Inu went with you, correct?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I think I was... Wait, no, I think...
It was me. I'm gonna move back. Let's switch to the other one.
Where's your sock?
All right, Silva, as you are crawling through this section of kind of like combination of like vents and conveyor belts, you notice that Kira's body is strung up, hanging and mangled from the ceiling and dripping blood from their spacesuit onto you. What would you like to do?
Kira, no.
How high up is it?
It looks like it's been shoved right into the gears of a nearby conveyor belt just above you. You're kind of having to like crouch down in here to move through this space, but you imagine that if you were able to stand up, it would be within like arm's reach.
I guess I'll do read a bad situation, because that's
Alrighty.
the closest to trying to figure out what's if whoever did that is still here.
Go ahead and try and figure out what's going on. You got let's see what you get.
Sure.
Okay. You get to have 1 ongoing, or you can ask me a question. Would you like me to read you the questions list?
I've got the list up.
Okay.
I was already dangerous. We haven't noticed. I'm basically just trying to tell if this thing is still here.
You hear sounds of like banging of something still in the vent, but it's getting softer, as if it's going away.
Okay.
So, you don't know who did this to Kira, and if they're still in here with you. But you get the idea that if it was Tesh or something else, they are not here anymore and are going away.
Okay.
Alexander, you are currently in this floor catwalk area where a bunch of wires and things are being run. This is like a mechanical bay, sort of like crawl space. And you notice that your allies have seen you from a containment cell above you, but now you feel something has latched onto your leg. What would you like to try and do?
Can I quickly look back to see if I can try to spot what's on
You
my leg?
cannot turn around in this space. It is a very narrow crawl space. You would have to back out fully in order to be able to turn around.
Does it feel like a human is grabbing me or a humanoid hand?
Would you like to make some sort of perception check?
I would.
Okay. What kind of skill would you like to use? Would you like to just look with a you tell me what you want to try and do. Do you want to try and use your experience with races and make some sort of like knowledge or medicine check?
To see if I can try to identify what kind of hand is grabbing me.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a second. I guess roll plus sharp, and I'll give you 2 dice for this. No, just 1 dice.
That's a sit.
It is a humanoid hand. And I will say that it has like a death grip on you, pressing into your skin. Enough that you can tell that this is like a gloved hand, probably similar to the spacesuits that you've seen. And this isn't like the touch of someone being like, hello, who's in there, or let me help you out. This is definitely someone or something that is trying to get you. Inu, what would you like to do? You have currently kind of managed to squish into this chamber with Silva and have noticed this body. But you are probably easier to traverse this space if you would like to try and do something.
Well, if I see a dead body, I should probably evacuate. Just like that probably means something. Well, actually, no. I want to see how fresh the body is. Is there a way for me to do that?
You do know that Kira was alive just a minute ago. So you do know that without having to, yeah.
I'll evacuate.
Okay, yeah, you quickly evacuate the space and make your way back out into the kitchen, where you can hear that Alexander and Solus are probably freaking out in the fridge. You haven't done anything yet, so you can still move about this space.
Well, I've already evacuated, so then, uh, should I probably see what those two are yelling about then, if I'm close to them?
Sure. You make your way into the freezer space, and you hear the sounds of metal scraping against metal as Alexander, the Robo-Doc, is being dragged away in a basically hollow spot in the floor. There's like there's a hole in the floor leading to a mechanical access bay that you would be relatively experienced with. You've been in tunnels like these crawl spaces that give you access to different things.
Then,
You can think about it like venting.
then maybe I'll head into vents then. I can, like, avoid detection in case there is a killer nearby.
Okay, I believe Solus is already in the vent, but I will say that if you would like to help out, you would be able to do so.
Okay, then I'll help.
Just as a reminder, you guys can all talk as free actions.
Ah, right.
So feel free to discuss with each other what you would like to do, or just ask.
I don't know
what's going on.
what's got its hand on me, but I'm about to cut it
Solus,
off.
what the heck is happening? Solus, what the heck was happening?
Alexander, I will say as a free action, you can try to be holding onto the walls and making your kidnapping going slower.
Yeah, Alexander's gonna like try to stab his claws into walls to try to keep himself from getting pulled.
Okay, you cut off more life support systems as you do so.
Eh, fuck these. They weren't using them anyways.
I don't need life support. That's fine.
You guys need it. I don't.
Alright, Inu and Solus, what are you guys doing?
Solus, what do you think? Because, like, I'm trying to... I just saw a dead person. I mean, yeah, he's dead, man. Something here.
So,
What the fuck can we do?
am I able to squeeze in between Alexander to see what's grabbing him?
I think you have an ability to do that, don't you?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll me 2 dice, since you have an ability for it. I guess roll plus weird, I think? Or maybe roll plus
yeah.
tough.
No, it's like plus weird.
Okay. You have 2 dice. Because you always have 1 dice just for doing something. And then you roll again if you've got like an ability or someone or something helping you. Alright, so that's a success and an overwhelming success. You manage to just slither around Alexander. And I will say that you have +1 ongoing for whatever you try to do. Excuse me, +1 hold for whatever you try to do next. But as you maneuver past Alexander, however this looks like, you can see that there is someone. You can't quite make out their colors, but you can see that there is someone in a spacesuit that is grabbing hold of Alexander and trying to pull them back. And they are undissuaded by you approaching them.
Acid spit.
That is your turn.
Okay.
Silva, what would you actually? I would like Alexander to roll me plus tough, and I will give you 2 dice for this. This isn't typically how this works, but I'm kind of doing a thing at the moment. That's a D10. What'd you get, Alexander?
2 5s.
2 5s. Okay. Okay, yeah. You guys are basically in a stalemate. where they are trying to pull on you, and it's getting to the point where you guys are at such a stalemate that you almost feel like they're gonna pull your skeleton out of your metal skeleton out of your flesh.
If you want us to kidnap me, put your backbone into it, goddammit.
All right, Silva, what would you like to do? The sounds of the person or the creature moving away in the vents is getting fainter, but it's still close enough that you could follow it if you wanted to try and do so. You just hear some like distant kind of like ping ding 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 of like someone banging as they're trying to maneuver their way through these passageways. You there, Silva?
Yeah, I was just trying to stop coughing real quick. I do want to try to follow it, but I want to try to be stealthy, even if that slows me down.
You think that trying to be stealthy about it will definitely slow you down, but you're not too confident that if you aren't being stealthy, that if they'll notice you or not. You don't really know. I will leave the decision up to you, but they are getting away, so you might have to be fast to even keep up with them.
I still want to be stealthy. My goal is just to try to figure out potentially where it exits from. I don't even care about catching up to it. I just want to see if I can figure out where it might be going. That's the intention behind following it.
Okay, you are going to need multiple successes. I do believe you have a skill that gives you at least one extra dice. So, unless you can think of something else, roll 2d6.
All of my moves are combat related. They will really help you. I wish that.
Probably rolling plus sharp, because you're trying to counteract their awareness. So.
A 2, a 3, and I'm spinning an egg point.
Okay. I will say that as you are struggling to maneuver through this space, you are making songs, but you're pretty sure that they're being drowned out by the banging of whatever person that you're following. But you are relatively able to keep a heading on them, and you're, for the most part, you're following them. But I'll do one more skill test before you lose them. So, Alexander, what would you like to try and do?
Can I try to dig a hole into one of the walls?
What do you mean by dig a hole? Like another
Oh,
pathway?
dude, we're
pretty
basically
much.
in a vent.
Yeah, just cut my way through a vent. We're
Correction,
surrounded by
you guys are
life support,
not
I don't
in
know.
a vent. You guys are in a crawl space between floors. There is a difference.
So what I would like to do is try to cut my way through the life support to get a good area to grab on and pull myself back in.
Okay, you will not be simply like clawing through a vent. You will be trying to burrow your way through like the ship's hull. That's the kind of content. I will let you know, you will need at least 5 successes to do so.
Ooh. Don't think I'll be able to pull that off. Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
I release my claws and let them jack me.
Okay. You can do that as a free action.
But I will basically be keeping my claws and scratching the vent. That way they know where I'm getting jacked to.
Okay. I think I'd like to wait to see what Solus does, but Inu, as you are starting to get into this vent, you see Alexander get drugged away like a horror scene, just into the darkness, and they're gone. What do you do?
Yeehaw!
Yeah, I'm going to try and muffle my scream and hopefully not get caught, see what's happening before. Well, actually, he's already dragged off. I'm gonna have to try and alert someone, but I gotta find my way out of the vent first. Out of the crawl space, right?
I mean, you can just
Inu
go
goes
back up
in, all
into
they hear
the.
is yippee!
I just saw someone get drugged to death, or something. Well, not death, but it looks scary. So,
Just hear
I'm going
Alexander
to
saying, I'm not dead!
Did Solus already leave the? He already left the area.
Solus went in ahead of Alexander to confront the person.
And so there's no one else nearby.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm probably going to see if there's anything else happening in another area of the.
Yeah, you could go back
Well,
out to the cafeteria.
Yeah, I'll go there then, because that's not a safe place right now.
Okay. Solus, what would you like to do?
Actually, I would like to know if this is one of the crew members with a piece of slime that I put on them.
It is not.
Ooh, that narrows down to what, 3 people? Notes. Where are the notes? Where's the notes? There they are. So it's either indigo, silver. No, it's either pink, silver, white. Never mind. There's too many people.
I will say this. It is none of the people that you met in the cafeteria. You know that for certain.
Okay. Then I'll do what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna spit a little bit of acid at the visor of their helmet.
Okay. How about you roll to kick some ass?
+2. Five.
5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. How much harm do you deal to them?
For acid harm, that would do 2 harm.
Okay. Does that ignore armor?
Actually, 3 harm. I was looking at the other move.
Because I think your acid ignores 1 harm, but only does or does 1 harm, ignore armor. I think that's what your acid does, right?
No, that's pseudopod.
Oh, okay.
Acid does 3 harm, ignores armor.
Oh, goodness. Okay. You watch as their faceplate melts away, and you see the skeletal remains of the face inside, as they reach out towards you and claw away at you. And they don't really, deal any damage, but they do rip off a chunk of you and just sort of like smear it against the wall, and you lose 2 harm.
I lose 2 harm?
Yeah.
Okay.
As in your max health goes down by 2.
Yeah, I'm marking. Taking those off right now. There we go.
But as Alexander lets go, because that's just how it normally happens, is that when you guys fight, you do your harm, but they also do harm to you. As Alexander lets go, you all fall backwards and you land in the observatory room, and the kind of clattering and crunching of the spacesuit clatters to the floor. And Alexander, you're able to kind of get up and take stock of the room as the spacesuit's body starts to reanimate and gets back up. And you can see that their spacesuit is dark for a reason. They weren't just in shadow, their entire spacesuit is like dark and marred and basically blackened to the point where their colors are almost unrecognizable. But you watch as their husk starts to get back up. Silva, you are continuing to make your way after this entity. I would like
Alexander
you to...
looks at Solus.
What?
Sorry, but that kind of reminded me of that scene from Doctor Who.
Wait a fucking moment.
Well,
Who turned out the lights? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who turned off the lights?
Yeah, just that kind of reminded me of that
That's
scene.
kind
I
of
was
the
like, oh,
aesthetic I'm going
You
for.
said that there were 5 people alive, right? Then why there's 6? Everyone slowly turns around. Hey, who turned off the lights?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who turned off the light?
Okay.
Damn it, I was hoping there was a body in one of these.
I mean, there is. It's just not a lot.
Yeah, but if it's dead, it's not gonna be as tasty. Nosferatu!
Same as last time.
Yes.
A 4, a 1, and I'm spinning another egg point.
Okay. You do hear them start to fade away, but you pretty confident that you're going in the only direction that they could have gone that would have allowed them to move so quickly. And eventually you do see what appears to be not tracks necessarily. You can see where this opens up into another torn open section, and you make your way over there, and it leads out into an open room. And I will describe what that room is in just a moment. Alexander, what do you do?
Alexander looks at Solus. Is this your doing?
Absolutely not.
It's dead, right?
I don't know.
Alexander's gonna try to slam his hand through the melted visor.
Alright, roll to kick some
Sorry,
ass.
hold on.
That's a 5.
Alright. Roll... Or what's the harm of your weapon?
I'm going to be doing my claws to just claw in their head for 3 damage.
Okay. You smash through the helmet visor that's mostly destroyed, you smash through the skull and smash out the back end of the helmet, and as it just kind of crumbles and disintegrates and you decapitate this body, it continues to move towards you. But as you pull your arm back, you feel this kind of like acidic, like caustic grip that wraps your arm. And as you look down, you can kind of see that there's some sort of corrosion to your claws.
What the hell is this thing?
And you take 2 harm, like you reduce your maximum harm by 2. As you can feel almost, rather than just like destroying your equipment, you actually feel like your health fades away. Inu, you are currently in the cafeteria when everyone kind of looks up in surprise as emergency lights start to blare, and everyone in the cafeteria starts to panic a little bit, and they kind of pair off and they start going in different directions, except for actually I will straight up give you the information. Mira stays behind, and Slade is kind of looking over them, trying to figure out what's going on. Marin goes off in one direction, and Asta goes off in the other. And I think Slade says, hey, if you want to go with one of them, I'll go with the other. It'd probably be best if we stayed relatively grouped up. So you can make a decision.
Asta? Why don't you go with that one?
You go with Asta, who goes down one hallway, and Slade goes down the other, leaving Mira behind. And Asta is just kind of sprinting down the hallway. It says, oh, hey, well, so this is kind of a bit of a situation, but we've got to go reboot the system. Otherwise, I think we're gonna fall into the sun.
Oh, man.
And again, if you guys kind of want to think about this as Among Us, this is like a reactor, where they have to split it into 2 groups and have to go restart the system. Solus, what would you like to do? Also, there are like emergency lights that are blaring now. Again, there's no sound, but like the emergency lights that were barely illuminating the space are now like flashing orange.
Okay.
And this creature is like blinking in and out of existence of your visible spectrum.
Missing its head, by the way.
Yep. And it's like slowly walking towards you.
Don't let it touch you.
You don't think I know that?
Oh, you're an idiot. Just in case you forgot, I had to remind you.
Shut up, Alexander, before I start using my acid spit on you.
Shut up before I eat you.
I'll burn your insides. Either way, I'll shoot another.
Yeah, I can take
I'll
it.
shoot a large amount of acid spit at the entity.
How much health do you have left?
Currently, with the people that I currently have like slimes on, I am down 2, and then minus the 2 that this thing took away. I got 5. I have 5 harm left.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass.
A little slow. I'm feeding the baby at the same time.
Okay.
That is a 6.
Okay. You get an extra effect. You can do 1 extra harm, take 1 less harm, move them where you want them, or give +1 to an ally. On their
I'll do
next-
extra harm.
All right. As you crawl up to this thing and begin to dissolve, what part of it are you attacking?
Let's go for like the lower torso, like in between, like between like
Okay.
the stomach.
If you want to acidically melt it, you have to get up on it. You have to like physically touch it. This isn't a ranged attack that you can do. So, are you climbing up to its torso?
No.
All right. You just want to like dissolve its foot or leg or something?
Yes.
Okay. As you do so, and this thing starts to melt, you feel it corroding you just as much as you're corroding it, and you lose 3 harm. So now you're down to 2 health total.
Okay, I would, if possible, I would like to recall all my slime pieces.
I'm gonna say that you're too far away from them in order to do that.
Okay.
Again,
I'll hop-
you're like 2 health for each of their 1, so you're like Iron Giant, like trying to call them, and unfortunately your core is just not strong enough to do that.
Alright, Alexander, that was not a very good idea.
I told you not to let it touch you, and your first response was to basically hug its foot.
Hey Solus,
Neither did I, but I hit it.
I'd
and
like
it
you to make me a
did
tough
something to
check
me.
with disadvantage.
Oh no, something tells me all the other slime pieces may or may not have been on another one of these things.
Hold on. Let me go to a quiet room real quick.
You need me to roll for you?
Oh, okay, I got it. So with disadvantage,
Yeah.
so that's you guys. So my lowest will be 4.
Okay. Alexander, you watch as Solus is like trying to melt through this thing, and you watch as he gets smaller and smaller and smaller until he is indecipherable from the rest of the body of this thing as it's like continuing to melt. And it's still like trying to hobble towards you like the Black Knight. And I think it just kind of like falls to the ground, and it's using like one hand to like pull itself towards you. But Solus is nowhere to be seen anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the top 3 things that I've seen this week.
It's like a decapitated, like, or not decapitated.
It's a decapitated creature wearing a spacesuit that's missing its legs and is crawling at me with one arm. This
Yeah.
is like top 3.
If it could speak, it would probably say something like, "I hate you."
Oh God, no, no!
All right, Anakin Skywalker.
Quickly, let me take its lightsaber.
Can I get a small recap on what happened?
You ever seen Doctor Who?
No.
The spacesuits are evil and they're trying to kill us all.
Solus
Oh,
has
great.
been.
Don't touch them.
Yeah, Solus has been anti-melted. Paimon, what were you doing last session?
Last session, I was helping Solus off of Alexander, and that's about it. I was in the vent.
Okay, so you would have been in the vent with Inu as Alexander got drawn away as Solus was on Alexander. And now they're trying to fight this thing down below and failing. So
by
you
the way,
think
the
that
last
the best
thing you
decision
heard
would
from
probably be to
Alexander.
run away the same as Inu did. Inu went with Asta as there is an emergency, as reactor has been called. And they're going in one direction. And Slade and Marin are going in another direction. Who would you like to go with?
I'd like to go after Slade and Marin.
Okay.
Because Marin was a doc, right? If I remember correctly.
Marin is purple. They do diagnostics. Mira is the yellow doctor. They're staying in the cafeteria because they're incapacitated, basically.
Okay, then yeah, I'll still go after Slade and Marin.
Okay. I'm trying to think of... I think we kind of need to jump out of initiative at this point and handle these scenes individually because you're so spread out now. But Alexander, I would like to try and figure out what you are doing because you are able to run away from this thing at this point if you would like to try and do so.
Got a question. How does the solo pistol work?
How does what?
The solo pistol.
I mean, it shoots things.
Alexander's gonna pull out the solo pistol that he got from Zero.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot this thing.
Okay. How much damage does it do?
1 damage.
What is this solar pistol thing?
I don't know. Zero said he gave me a solo pistol. He never specified any of its stats to me.
Okay. I think it was a laser pistol. That it's like the standard issue thing that a lot of people use where they basically use solar batteries and you can charge them from anything and use them for anything. So it's just a regular laser pistol. I'm going to say you shoot some holes into this thing and it just keeps coming towards you.
Could I have aimed at him? That way it can't really crawl at me.
I roll for it. Roll plus tough.
Ah, that's a 3.
Okay, you are just trying to shoot at it, and as you are trying to aim for its hand, it grabs onto your foot, and you lose 2 health as it just completely dissolves your foot. Now you have a peg leg. And again,
Did it do
I want to
2
ask,
harm or did it take away 2 harm?
it took away 2 harm. Your maximum health is reduced by 2. So if you had lost any harm prior to that, you still are down that much, but you have now lost 2 health.
Oh no, I haven't.
What do you mean you haven't? Oh, you haven't
As
taken
in, I
any
haven't
damage?
taken any damage.
Okay, gotcha. Alexander, how long are you going to sit here trying to kill this thing?
Until it's dead.
Okay. We will cut back to you then. You know what? I need to take a walk. I'll be right back.
I think I may have broken.
Yeah.
Inu, I might need your assistance.
What did I do? What's happening?
Enu's in a
It's time to
totally different
fuse.
area.
Oh yeah, the fusion thingy. Chartreuse.
Enu is in an entirely different area than you.
I know.
My eye!
I mean, technically yes and no. There's still pieces on everyone else, and Inu's with 2 of those people.
Ooh, I actually wondered if I could transfer my consciousness to one of my other
Except for
pieces.
the fact that the one that Enu went after doesn't have a piece of Solus on them. Asta wasn't Solus did.
Yeah.
When Solus is putting his pieces on people, he's soliciting them. I messed up the joke.
I got a notification from my phone that said tempting McDonald's away. And I'm not sure what's stupider, that or you guys trying to kill this thing.
Are you desiring McDonald's?
No.
Makes sense.
No.
My eye!
Silva, as you make your way into this room, you can see that it has been tossed asunder. It is an absolute mess in here. But from what you can make out, it looks like this is like an emergency access room. And you can see that a lot of the systems are dead in here, and the only thing working is manual stuff. And you can see that there is like a big kind of like lever that has been moved. It's had its like safety chain removed, like unlinked, and then it has been pulled where it is stationed at emergency core release. And then you can see that there is an analog timer that is going on next to it, which you think is, you know, not like a digital system. It's a uses like pressure or whatnot. It's like a timed like wind up clock basically that's counting down, and it looks like you guys have 10 minutes to go ensure the safety override if you want to make sure that the core is not launched, as you believe that it is on a straight course to interact with the sun magma core and possibly explode everything. That is sort of what you can immediately see in this room. You can also see that there is a door leading into... there's 2 doors leading into hallways that are open. One of them has that same kind of like radiation smog in it, and the other one does not. What would you like to do?
My first thing would be to try to figure out if it is still in here or not. So I guess a shock roll.
Okay.
I got a 6.
You look around this chamber and can see that there is no, there's nothing in here, and there are no hiding places in here. You think that whoever came through here activated the emergency switch and absconded.
Okay.
Inu, you are going with Asta, and they know exactly where to go, and they're telling you a bunch of information. And this is all stuff that you're probably relatively used to, as you kind of understand how a lot of this emergency stuff can do. And she explains that this is Code Orange, which basically means the core is about to be released, which wouldn't have meant much of anything if they didn't have power, but understanding that they do have power and just the lights have been turned off, basically, that this is a dangerous threat, and it's like launching a nuke into a star being at close range. So they need to stop this. And they lead you over to a one room, one of two, where they need to do some very important diagnostic systems. Would you like to assist, or would you like them to assist you?
I'll assist.
Okay, I would like you to roll to help out then.
Okay, and roll 1 die or 2?
I will give you 2 dice because I think this is something that you are proficient with.
Alright, 1 second. My total is 7.
You don't had them together.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then there's a 6 and there's a 1. Oh, wrong dice.
A 6 and a 1 plus, I think this would be plus cool for helping out, correct?
It's plus cool to help.
Okay. Do you have anything for your cool?
Yeah, let me see. It should be...
Your cool is plus 1.
So that'll be a 7 and a 2.
Okay, so that is an overwhelming success and a failure, which will equate to... I think that'll just equate to a mixed success, which will help them out. Now, I'm going to roll for Asta, and you will be giving them an extra die.
Alright.
After a few moments of trying to see if any of the systems are online, they realize that they cannot do that, and instead are going to go over to a manual override and are trying to pull this lever, and they're working on it, but they're having a tough time with it. The lever is stuck. Meanwhile, Paimon, you are currently chasing after Slade, who actually Slade is run past. What's Marin at this point, and has run ahead, leaving you guys basically running in the hallway together. And Marin says, or tries to explain the situation as best as they can, saying that this is a Code Orange. They don't really know what that means. Something about an emergency, and they need 2 people at 2 different locations to do something. But eventually you guys do get to a control room where you can see that all the technology is dead. And Slade is not here. What do you do?
Slade is not there.
Correct. Slade ran on ahead of you, but is not here.
I'd like to
Give me a moment.
I would like to give you a moment as well.
Thank you.
Moment's over. Do something.
I'm trying to find out what the move was called again.
Oh. Do you want to read a bad situation, investigate a mystery?
Investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Alright.
I think that is rolling plus
Sharp, I
as
believe.
well. I think, yeah.
Oh, hold on, my Discord crashed.
Investigate a mystery is plus sharp.
I got a 4.
You have an extra dice if you want to use an item.
I'll use my ghost lantern.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
Okay.
I will let you ask 2 questions. You can ask what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what it was going to do, and what is being concealed here. Or any question that you can think of.
Alright. Well, what am I not seeing here? What's being concealed?
What is being concealed here? That is a good question. I will say that multiple things are being concealed here, so if you would like to use both of your questions on this one question, I can do that.
I think I would like that, yeah.
Okay. You notice that there is a section of the wall that looks like it's been ripped open, like torn into, like all of the wires and everything are like hanging loose. Similar to the situation with like the floor, but it looks like this isn't actually a passageway yet. It looks like something was working on like trying to burrow through the wall here, or maybe someone was trying to find something, not really sure. But that has ruined a lot of the electronics here. You also notice that there is a helmet that has like been discarded in the corner, and you can actually see that it's like still spinning.
Oh, so they were here recently. Like they just barely threw it out.
The other thing that you notice is that there's a little bit of like staining on that you see on like parts of this room that you don't really think about until you notice it like being on some of the machinery and whatnot. And then when you glance back and be like, hey, that was also on, and then you look over at a grate and it's not there anymore, and you realize that some of this sort of like black ichor that was on the grate is not there anymore.
How deep does like the area they were pulling out, trying to carve a way out of, look?
It just sort of looks like someone took a rake to like a bale of hay and just sort of like tore through half of it. That's kind of what it looks like.
Okay, so like a small dent in it is all.
Yeah.
I want to pick up the helmet and check the inside.
Okay. You don't see anything inside. I'll tell you what. I will allow you to make one sharp roll. But you can only use one dice.
Okay. God.
Okay. I will not make you suffer anything here, but you don't notice something on the helmet. That's all I'm going to say. I was going to say it's possible that there might be some sort of color coding on the helmet, but I think this is just like the visor part, so you don't there's no like line marking on it.
All right.
Yeah, what do you do now?
I think I would like to not investigate. Hold on, give me a moment to check my sheet.
Actually, I think I'd like to move on back to Inu, if that's okay.
Perfect. I could think well, that happens.
Okay. Inu, you can see that Asta is trying to pull this big old lever, but they're having some trouble with it. And as you go over to assist them, you notice that the room is starting to fill with that toxic gas, which really doesn't mean much to you. And Asta is also in a spacesuit, but they're starting to get panicked. What do you do?
Let me think. There's gotta be something I could do. If there's toxic gas like going through the cracks, maybe I. No,
Oh,
I
wait,
can't
sorry,
do that.
you're with Marin. My apologies. Marin's probably keeping it together, but they understand that if they stay in here too long, that they will start to suffer some debilitating effects.
No, Inu is with Asta.
Is Inu with Asta? I thought Inu was with
Inu-
Marin.
Inu is with Asta.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Slay told Inu that they were going to go after Marin, and then Panda went after Marin and it got Slay.
Okay. So yeah, I was correct. Asta is panicking. And they're saying things like, "Oh no, it wasn't supposed to go like this. Oh shoot."
I doubt there's anything I can do with my skill set, and I don't want. And evacuating isn't going to do anything, honestly, because it'll just cause something to explode. Mm. Not. I don't know what. I don't know what to do. Because I'm practically useless here.
Would you like to read a bad situation?
Yes, please.
Okay. How about you roll 2 dice plus sharp?
Okay. And just so I don't make the same mistake, where do I roll the dice again?
There's a dice rolling channel.
Yeah, but Phyllis said I just went into the wrong channel. You know, I'll just roll this physical die I have here twice.
Okay. And you have -1 sharp. So tell me what you get for both rolls.
I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay. That means a 5 and a 1, so a mixed success. I will let you ask one question, but I will do something. Some questions you could ask are, what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
What's the best way to protect the victims?
Or you could ask another question that is not on this list, if you would like.
I really want to know just how to save these people. So, what's the best way to protect the victims?
I think in the best answer for that is to get Asta out of here, because it is filling with this radioactive gas. So they need to get out of here. But also, if you want to stop everyone from like exploding, you need to get this lever pulled. So this is like a trolley problem of like, do you want us to stay here and help pull this lever and save everyone, or are you going to try and save Asta and tell them to get out of here?
I want to save Asta because I'm pretty sure that thing is budged beyond anything else.
All right, you tell Asta to get out of here, and they're like, all right, I'll leave it to you. I'll go see if I can go help him in the other room. And they run out of the room, leaving you alone to try and pull this lever. Silva, what are you doing now that you know what's going on? The orange lights are flashing now that you've basically made it out of the cupboard crawl space and back into the actual hallways. You can see that the emergency orange lights are flashing. You do have access to the map if you would like to make your way to one of these two locations where you know the emergency core shutoff needs to happen.
So I don't think I could do anything about that from here.
Do you want to go to one of those two locations, or would you like to do something else? I was saying that you have that info.
I mean, I would. Before you said anything, my initial thought was to see if I could figure out how to undo whatever's happening from this room, since they might have started it from this room.
Yeah, the big lever to activate the emergency core removal is like a one pull thing. You can't like unpull it. It's basically, it was like locked into place, and then as soon as have you ever like seen a fire alarm get pulled and realize that you can't just like put it back? Once it's pulled, it's pulled. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I guess so. If that's what seems like the best way to stop this thing, I'll go to whichever room seems closer.
You have two pathways. One of them has the gas and one of them does not.
I'll go down the path that doesn't, because I don't have my spacesuit doesn't really help against radioactive stuff. I'll still turn my suit on in case like something happens to the vessel, but for now I'm just gonna go the non-gas route.
Okay. As you are running through the hallway, you bump into someone in a spacesuit, and as you quickly pad them over, you see that they have yellow on them, and recognize them as the Mira, as the doctor. Yeah. And they don't say anything at first. They don't say like "excuse me" or "hello" or anything. They just say, "You shouldn't have come here."
I do pull out my ability flamethrower and just like hold it towards like I can easily use it if I need to. What are you doing out here, Doc?
Where are you pointing your flamethrower?
I just have it in my hands now, so that if they I could easily use it if I need to. I'm not pointing it directly at them. I just have it in a ready position.
They're just muttering more like ominous things like, "You've seen it too. The World Destroyer. It's coming."
How far are we from the cafeteria?
You're pretty far. You're actually closer to the core itself than any other location. Like now that you're in this hallway, you could just like go over one room and see the core itself, or run down a few hallways to make it to one of these two core access, emergency access things.
I don't really have time to deal with the crazy doctor. Whether or not they are the doctor or not doesn't matter. Like, I can't do anything about that. But
They'll just follow you.
since I've never really been on the ship, I guess since I'm like right near it, I'll check the core out to see if I can do anything from there.
You want to check what?
You said I was like really close to the core.
Oh yeah. You like as you're running down this hallway, you can see that like one of the walls is just like a big window as it curves around basically the core area, and you can see that it's basically just kind of like this big blue crystal that's hooked up to a bunch of like technology and whatnot. You can also see that it's kind of in a big capsule that's like, you know, designed for an emergency, you know, shoot the whole thing out. And you can see that there is an individual inside this room, just kind of like moving around, like they're kind of jerking and motioning and trying to do something in there. And if you want to enter into this chamber, the door is right there, but you can see that there's a bunch of scratch marks on the door. And you can see that there is a boot that has been left behind. And this boot is marked with pink.
The engineer. Can I see the color of the one that's inside from here?
Unfortunately, they're just behind too many like different panes of like emergency protective glass and whatnot that you can barely make out like a humanoid shape in there trying to do something.
Currently, having the doctor with me actually impedes me on investigating this. What stuff do I got?
Would you like to investigate a mystery?
Yeah, that's what I was just quickly looking over what I have in my inventory, but I don't have any items that can help me here. So I'll just which kind of question am I gonna go for? Let's see. What did we got?
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do?
I've got it pulled up. I'm just trying to decide between mystery or situation.
They're both plus sharp. It doesn't really matter.
I go ahead and like think about it as I'm just going. It'll go quick. Got a 5.
You can ask one question.
What is being concealed here? I don't.
what is being concealed here? I think I'll kind of answer that with the problem that I'm going to give you. But more specifically, I will allow you. What are you trying to investigate? Are you trying to investigate the door, the situation, the person inside the room? What's the biggest? What?
The person inside the room.
I will say this. You can tell that their outfit is like a different shape and like color system than anybody else. Almost like an inverse thing where like everyone else's uniforms are like white with these like colored markings or whatnot. This one seems to be like a darker color, and then their colored line seems to be bright. Possibly denoting them as like some higher or different rank or role. Similar to how Slade's suit was like a silver and white, rather than being like white with a silver band, denoting that they were like a special role. So you might think that this person could be either Yum, the person that's wearing all black, or possibly Skeld, that has like this deep maroon suit with orange markings. You think it might be one of those two people in the room. However, the other thing that you don't see, or rather the thing that is approaching, is the radiation smog is followed you out of the room that you just left and is coming down this hallway. And the only reason why you notice that is because you hear footsteps and look to see the smog and a figure stumbling out of it in your direction. Let's cut back to yeah, let's cut back to Paimon. Paimon and Marin, you guys have not figured out what to do in this room to stop the emergency core launch. You don't know how much time that you have, but it's definitely concerning.
I thought Marin was with Inu.
No,
No.
Asa was you.
Yeah.
In which case, if you would like to assist Marin in looking at this room, you may. Or Marin can assist you, because Marin basically is proficient with like technology and whatnot.
If she's proficient, then I'll help her out.
Okay. Then I would like you to roll to help out, please.
Alright, and it's cool, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you succeed handily. And Marin is like, okay, none of the technology is working. We're all in the physical systems. That's right, the override. And they reach for this big old handle, and they just give it a solid yank, and they pull it, and they're like, okay, that's at least our side. Hopefully the other group will do their thing.
Well, while they do that, we need to look for Slade.
I need to hold this thing down because it's spring activated. You know, it's like a dead man switch. So I need to be holding this thing down. Unless you want to come hold it, and I'll see if I can interact with more of the systems.
Yeah, I go over and hold it instead.
Okay. You set down the helmet and you set down the lamp, and you come and hold this thing, and you get the sense that just standing here, you could hold this, but if you let go of it, it'll just instantly swing back, and you don't know if you would be strong enough to pull it down. But because it's in this like position, it's not locked in, but you know that if you release any sort of tension, it will fly back.
Alright. And we have comms, correct?
You do, but there's a lot of interference from the radiation smog, so...
Okay, so no matter, I wouldn't be able to.
There's like conversations that you pick up bits and pieces of, but not a whole lot of like clear communication. If you want to try and communicate with someone, you certainly can try, but you'll have to like make a check to do so.
No, instead, I would like to, just because I get a bad feeling, I want to roll to read a bad situation.
All right. Would you like to do that before you get the handle so that you can use your...
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
roll
have,
2
like,
dice.
some freedom. Oh my god, I keep rolling so badly.
You can ask one question. And I'm gonna do so.
Alright. Where... What was it?
Where did Slade go?
And... Yeah, basically.
Now that you're holding this lever down, you're kind of closer to that vent, and you hear some noises from inside of it. You're not really sure what it is. It kind of sounds like maybe some sucking noises. And then you kind of feel a little bit sick, and Marin's like, oh my goodness, you don't have a spacesuit, and I think some of that radiation smog is coming in through the vent. And now we're gonna cut back to jeez. Solus, are you there?
I'm alive.
For now.
Yes and no. You are able to pick up on all of these conversations because I think there's one person from each of these space. Yeah. But you're kind of losing your sense of self. You're just kind of like popping back and forth between all of these split conversations. Until you get a view as you gain a bit of consciousness, and you're outside the space station. In fact, you're in another ship entirely, and you're just orbiting around the space station, and you hear a familiar voice as they say, "Why hasn't it happened yet? We're supposed to get this thing blown all the way out." As the 2 points of health that you lost trying to place a tracker on the space wizard comes back into consciousness as it becomes closer, and you realize that you are still on that boot of the space wizard, and they are close enough that you are able to reactivate. Because the rest of the trackers on the crew at the space station was only 1, and you put 2, your main consciousness is now on the boot of the space wizard.
Oh. Interesting.
And you can tell, like, you're like getting shaken awake because they're tapping their foot agitatedly. And I think maybe they kind of like start pacing a little bit. What would you like to try and do?
Ooh.
They're like saying things like, "There's no way I'm gonna go down there into that mess. Especially after we let that thing loose."
I want to reveal myself, but I don't think that's a good idea.
No, you'll die instantly.
Yeah. Let's see, what can I do with this piece of me? If I wanted to, I could kill.
Do you want to do 2 points of damage to his ankle and then die?
No.
Okay.
Oh, what can I do in this situation that will?
Do you want me to come back to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alexander, you are just kind of slowly stepping backwards and putting shots into this thing, and with every single hit, you're just splattering it more and more, and it keeps coming back. Like any amount of damage that you do to it, it takes it and keeps coming back. So I think you've like backed out into the hallway at this point, and that's when an arm wraps around your shoulders and grabs you, pulling you backwards. Like, we gotta move now. And someone starts to drag you, but you can make a contested check if you would like.
Do I know the voice?
You don't.
Fuck it, I'll let them take me for now.
Okay. Yeah, they just pick you up, sling you over their shoulder, and just start sprinting away. As much as someone can sprint with a cyborg on their shoulder. But they fireman carry you away until they kind of slide to a stop, and they place you down. And they're like, looks like there's smog everywhere, but you should be okay with that, right?
For limited time, yeah.
Long story short, the core is about to implode unless we can launch it out of there. But also, if we launch it, that's only going to cause the core of the planet to explode, disintegrating us. And so we're basically jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Although sometimes you can move into certain parts of the frying pan where there's not as much heat. Anyways, this metaphor is kind of getting out of hand. Basically, we need to stop this.
I agree.
We need to stop shooting a torpedo towards the planet's core. So, and that's when you hear footsteps running, and you turn to look as you see Asta is running in your direction, and she says, "Oh, who are you? Can you help us? You look like you're Ark."
Alexander's gonna point his gun at them.
They hold up their arms and they say, you gotta go help Inu. They're struggling. I had to leave them. They told me to leave them, but they need help."
Take your helmet off.
"I can't do that."
Are we in a radiated area?
"Yes."
Fuck, never mind.
Also, do you usually talk to yourself? Or is there somebody with you? And you glance around and there's nobody here. It's just you and Asta.
This is one of the most confusing days of my life. Where are they?
They point you back down the direction where they're currently running away from some of the smog that's billowing out.
Alexander's just gonna run through the smog.
Okay. You run and meet up with Inu, who is struggling to try and pull this lever. So yeah, Inu and Alexander, what would you like to do? Inu, as you were like in a smoke-filled room, you hear clattering and clanging, and an energy pistol gets pointed towards you.
What?
How can I help you?
Alexander just looks down at them.
But
Show me where the
I'm
problem
afraid-
is, I'll blow it up.
Something tells me they can't copy you.
Yeah, because Inu is basically made of radiation, they're immune. But Alexander, you will suffer some effects if you stay in here too long.
Did things
But you might have-
affected slower, but I am still affected.
Can someone just help me try and get this
Alexander's
thing?
just gonna pull the thing down.
Please help me. Yes, please help.
You're probably feeling a lot of discomfort. You're probably like crying blood or something out of your like one flesh eye. But for the most part,
Blood
you're still
just coming
intact.
out of my body, and Alexander's just like, "What's wrong?"
Yeah, like a half-melted corpse cyborg runs into the room. It's
My
like,
skin's,
how
like,
can I help
flapping
you?
off my bones.
It's
like
just
the guy
flesh
from Men in
sloughing
Black.
off.
It's like the bug guy from Men in Black.
Basically.
I pull my face backwards. Is that better?
Oh goodness. All right, Inu.
Anyways, I'm gonna help pull down the level.
All right. Does one of you want to roll to help out?
Inu, what's your tough?
What's my
mean-
what?
You are both technically
Tough is
like
like-
skilled with technology. So depending upon what you guys
do
could
it.
do, yeah.
I'll pull it down. I know this.
Oh, you just want to force it?
Yes.
Okay. Inu, would you like to assist them?
Yes.
All right. Please roll to help out, which is 1 dice plus cool.
And I will use an egg point.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
I rolled a 2, but since I have plus that's a 3.
Okay, so that is a
No,
mixed success. So yes, Alexander, you do get to roll. I will give you 3 dice plus tough, and you're gonna spend an egg point.
And I'm gonna spend an egg point.
Okay.
So that's 3 dice, right?
Yes, you're rolling 3 dice, and then you have an extra success.
That is a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Plus tough.
I have nothing to tough.
Oh, okay. 6, a 5, and a 4. Okay, yeah. You pull on the lever so hard that it actually breaks something inside, and you just hear it go crunk, and you're like, is it supposed to do that? And as you let go, it stays down, and as you go to investigate, you can see that there was a piece of metal that was jammed in the inner workings as someone sabotaged this lever, try and make it unable to move.
God. Oh wow.
But because you got
Okay,
so
we
many
did what we
successes,
needed.
you were able to succeed.
Time for us to go. I can't stay here that long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're bailing.
Okay.
Also, if you see anyone in a spacesuit and we're not in a radiated area, make them take the helmet off.
Understood.
Silva, you are the first to experience this from your viewpoint, but you watch as the kind of like shuttle thing that this core is sectioned in rattles for a moment, and then slots back into place, and it actually looks like that person is like shaking their fists above their head. You don't know if they're like cheering or like exclaiming in anger, but you start to watch as the systems start to light back up, and the hallways actually get lights and everything.
Course you, He-Man.
And you say I heard footsteps coming from the hallway, didn't I?
Yes. And you can see basically a figure in a spacesuit coming towards you. They're like stumbling in your direction.
I try to get the doctor to hide and then hide myself.
Okay.
Or I tell them,
Roll to
hide.
act under pressure. And I'm gonna say this is just one dice.
Six. Oh wait, no, 2. And I'll spend an egg point.
With an egg point, I will allow you to choose. One of you is going to be seen. You get to decide. Okay. So you push the doctor back down a nearby hallway as this figure stumbles towards you. And you can see that their spacesuit is completely charred and marred and indecipherable. You don't know what color they probably were, but they are just sort of stumbling towards you, not saying anything. Very threateningly. And they see you, but they did not see the doctor. As they like step out of this cloud towards you. What would you like to do?
Right. Right. So that going into the reactor area would be bad for my health. Like, is it like?
It's got like a big metal door, and you need like security clearance to open it. So you are unable to like try and hack it or break into it at the moment.
Okay, I didn't know if I had. Like,
you can either confront this figure or run away. And try and like lead him away from the doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna like just because I don't like the fact that figure pulled their fist up makes me think that they're not a monster. So I'm just gonna like hit the door and then run to hope that the creature follows me.
Okay.
I was trying to make the thing aware that someone was watching it, at the very least, whoever's in the reactor.
Oh, you want to like try and like knock on the door, just do like a tongue, like, yeah, get their attention basically.
Yeah. Just to let them know someone was watching you, and then I'm bolting, hoping that the other thing follows me.
I think you could do both of those actions for free, but as you turn and run, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's cut back to Freddy. As you can hear even more frustrated exclaims, and then you can kind of hear the slight snippets of conversation. What would you like to do? Would you like to try and listen in on this conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me plus sharp, and you have just one dice.
Oh. That'll be a 5.
All right. You hear one half of the conversation, and that's the space wizard. And they're basically saying stuff like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do now? I mean, I could go in there and explode it up. Yes, I know we're supposed to make it look like an accident, but... All right, look, you... Don't get mad at me. Yelling at... Okay. You know, I don't have to be here. Yeah? Figured. Alright, look. No. Somebody from ARC is already here. Yeah, I know that... You were... Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm so glad to... Yeah. Oh, fine. Okay. All right. Oh, I see how it is. Yeah, just leave me to... All right. Yeah, screw you two, buddy. Screw you. And they're just kind of like going off on this person that is supposedly going off on them for the situation that's at hand.
They argue like an old married couple.
From the conversation that you overhear, you get the idea that once again, this space wizard is some sort of hired, help, a bounty hunter. That they're just trying to do a job to get paid. But it seems like they were in a plot to sabotage the space station. For what reasons, you do not know. But you do know that their plan is failing.
What can a tiny piece of me do?
Do you want to
with
just
this?
stay silent for now? Because we could cut back to somebody else again.
Like, I ran through different scenarios in my head. Like, one of them was basically like trying to slowly move up, possibly go into their ear and melt their brain. I don't know.
I will
The other
let you
one was, of
know,
course, yes,
if you move and you are seen, you are dead, and also you will be alerting them. So be very careful about what you decide to do. Are you going to do something? Or are you just going to wait?
I'll continue waiting.
Okay. Paimon. You and Marin are in a room that is now starting to fill up with gas. But luckily, you don't have to hold down this lever anymore, as you guys hear a loud ka-chunk, and Marin exclaims to you that it worked. And yeah, there is gas starting to fill into this room. What would you like to do? Paimon?
Oh, sorry. I was cutting out. What happened?
You...
Cut back to me.
It worked. The emergency override stopped the core ejection, and your room is filling up with radiation gas. What would you like to do?
Well, first thing first, I want to put on the helmet and see if Marin's near me.
I mean, Marin's right next to you, yes.
Okay, I just want to check that because I want to make sure she didn't like disappear or something.
Yeah, no, they're still in the room with you. You put the fishbowl over your head. What do you do? Marin says, that's very cute, but we should probably get out of here now.
You're right, but I'm still worried about Slate. I'd rather not die. Yeah, it's just alright. You start heading out the room, leaving the room.
As you exit the room, you see Slade kind of run to a stop in front of you. He's like, "Where were you guys? I went running back trying to look for you. You weren't there. There's no way you slipped past me. Anyways, did it work?"
Does Slade have his helmet on?
Yeah.
Can you take your helmet off for me?
Maybe when we're away from this gas, you idiot. Whose helmet did you steal?
Wait, where have you... So this whole time you weren't here?
Look, did you pull the lever or not? Did it work? Is the
Yes.
core... Okay.
Yes.
So we don't need to stay here and hold the lever anymore. The other people did theirs, right?
Yeah.
All right, then let's get out of here. And he like bends down and scoops you up, and then he starts sprinting away. And Marin's like, "Hold on, I'm not as fast as you." and he just starts right. Do you resist?
I do resist.
Okay. Make a tough check.
Tough. Where do I do that?
You can do it in the dice rolling channel if you want.
No, I mean, is it like plus anything?
Just
Because
plus
I've never
plus
made a tough
tough.
check.
1d6
Oh,
plus
plus
tough.
tough?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, give me a moment to check my tough.
I need to check my sheet.
I need to see how tough I am.
I need to see my special skills.
Alright, I think that's it.
Okay, that's a mixed success. I actually did roll contested, and I got a 1. So I think as he like bends down for you, maybe you, I think maybe the flame like lashes out and singes his hand, and he's like, "Ah, jeez, what the heck is that thing?" All right, fine, you're running on your own, kid. And he starts sprinting off down the hallway, and Marin falls right behind. And I assume you follow after Marin, but again, both of these people are faster than you.
Before Marin runs off, can I like climb onto her back?
I need you to roll to manipulate someone if you want her to pick you up. So roll one.
I just give her cute allies.
Roll 1 dice plus charm.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not so charming in this campaign.
Before she would have already had 3 kids with me if we were Mayday.
Okay.
Still charming.
She's like, she like glances as Slade's like already halfway down the hall, and she's like, sure. And she like gets you up on her shoulders, instead of kind of starts jogging. And she's like, keep an eye behind me. Do you keep an eye behind her?
I definitely keep a eye behind her.
Roll 1 dice plus sharp.
Alright. Got 8.
Okay. As you are running down one of these hallways, you see, like, through a doorway, a figure without a helmet, and it kind of looks like they're slumped up against the side of the wall, but you run by so fast, and Marin's not stopping. But you do notice that as you are running.
Do they have a spacesuit on? And if so, what color?
Do you want to spend an egg point?
I will for this, yes.
It was pink.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep that to myself till everyone's together.
Okay. Actually, I think at this point you all sort of run into each other in the hallway as Inu and Asta, or actually Inu and Alexander run into Neon, who runs into Asta as you guys meet up with Marin and Paimon. And once again, Slade is not around.
I look away for 1 second again. God fucking damn it.
I just like say, I see them and I say run.
Alexander
Alright.
at this point is limping, by the way, because he has 1 foot and his body's mostly deteriorating.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
As you guys meet up,
And
Alexander
I don't
looks like the
recommend
horror villain.
touching the guy who's currently radiated.
I heard the second half, not the first half of what you said, Hunter.
Don't touch Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander is
playing on it.
Guys, I got.
I think
got
all
some
the
news.
crew are like, let's go back to the cafeteria. It's safe in the cafeteria. We can remote control the doors from there. They're the only doors that are manual, so we can close them when we're inside.
We need to get me back to the ship.
Has anyone seen Pink around?
Who?
Anyone seen someone in pink?
I saw the
I haven't seen anyone besides some guy in black that killed Solus.
You gotta move it, guys. I was being followed by something. I couldn't really fight because it was in the smog.
Were they in black?
I don't know, they were in smog.
Actually,
Yeah,
hold up.
close to it.
Alexander's gonna pull out his gun and point it at the person carrying Paimon.
What? Why are you gonna shoot my friend?
Take the helmet off.
Can we
Can
do
I
it
just
back
pull
at
the
the
helmet off of
cafeteria or something, please?
Take it off now.
Can I pull it off their head since I'm on their back?
You're on their shoulder, and there is
Oh, I'm
like
on their shoulder.
a security cuff on it and whatnot, but you do know that
Whatever.
these suits are regulated. This is like their life support because there isn't any more life support on the space station.
Listen, Alexander. They're fine. Pink is the one we need to look after. They don't have a helmet on right now. I have their
Whatever
helmet.
these things are, they can wear the suits and pretend to be them.
Alexander, put your
I
gun
do
down.
not
You gotta
kill
figure
if you
this out
sus them.
I know. I already saw the one that was the problem. That's what I'm saying. I
There's
saw.
multiple.
Put the gun down, you Mirror. We gotta move.
They would have both attacked me then if that was what happened.
You
Alexander's
guys start to
gonna
hear
run away.
thumping sounds as the figure chasing after Neon is starting to gain ground as you guys are arguing, just standing in the hallway.
Alright, everybody, let's run and leave him if he's not gonna do
Alright.
that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna say that for the sake of brevity, you guys make your way back to the cafeteria. And you can see that as you guys make your way back to the cafeteria, that White is there pacing back and forth, and Mira, the yellow one, is still on the floor rocking back and forth. As if they have not moved at all.
Alright, yeah, we got two doctors.
Alright. Alright, so-
I don't really know if that actually is the correct mirror. Because I saw another one out there.
Alright, now that we have everyone together in a safe-ish place, can you take off your helmet now? Everyone?
Alrighty.
I don't really think that's a good idea unless there's no other way.
That's the only way they'll trust you. I get it.
I could shoot you if you like.
Marin's like,
Shoot
you had your eyes on me the entire time. I don't understand the reason for
I know,
this.
I know, I know. He has a problem.
Alexander, put the gun down. This is not helping. There are two
I don't
mirrors.
care.
Shut your pile. There are two mirrors. We gotta figure out if y'all have a red mirror, if that's the real one. Because I saw another one out there. Same
I
color as
also saw-
anything.
Did anyone see Slade at
Sparrow,
all?
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How many people with the piece of my slime are in the room?
Let's see. Mira is there, and Marin is there, so that's 2. So I think you have enough to swap your consciousness from the space wizard to this room if you would like.
Yes.
Technically speaking, Kira's body is nearby if you want to go get that piece as well. So you can reform with 3 harm.
Wait, didn't you say Tesh? Didn't you say White was in here?
Yes, Tesh is pacing back and forth. And as you guys enter in, they just kind of stand there, letting you guys like collapse and catch your breath and get unpacked. They haven't really said anything yet, but they're just kind of like, "What happened? What's going on?"
Tesh, what happened outside of the freezer?
Wait, what?
You weren't there when we tried to get out. We had to call them to open the door for us. You and Kira were gone. What happened?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where's Kira?
You were supposed to be behind the door. Where'd you go?
Slade told me that I need to.
At them.
Slade told me that I should go check the emergency communication channel. Sometime it's just nearby, but then the green light, the lights changed to flashing orange, which means like the emergency thing. But when I got back, you guys were gone, so I just stayed here because I figured that would be best. Because when people go missing, sometimes it's best to be the last place they were supposed to be. Did you guys manage to get it?
Eric is gone, but we burned a hole through the floor. Kira's dead.
Okay, that one seems to be an issue.
First things first. Alexander's gonna hack the doors, please, and then shut them.
What do you mean hack them?
Just gonna shut the doors.
I suppose that we did that already.
Yeah, it's like a physical. Like how you raise and lower windows in old cars where you like wind it. It's that kind of door.
Then we're gonna do that.
Okay, yeah, you guys have done that. Continue.
Alright, so we had a lot of people splitting up. What did everybody see?
Alright, should we start off the top? Let's start with Solus and then go down.
Solus isn't with the group right now until he reforms.
I mean, Solus
he's still
can
reforming?
speak up if he wants to.
Yeah. I should have already gotten those 3 pieces already.
Well, you could
I didn't think
get
it
like
took
the
actual
2
time.
pieces at the moment if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the 2 pieces first, then go after the 3rd
Okay.
in a bit.
You make your presence known.
Alexander looks down at Solus.
Guys, shut up, guys.
I wasn't talking, idiot.
Do the voice.
Guys,
I wasn't talking, idiot.
Oh no, he turned
shut
smaller.
up. I got Shut up, you idiot! I'm
talking here!
Oh,
Like he's-
that way.
Slime.
Because you're a child again, you're small.
Guys!
Oh no.
Was it
It's
even
not gonna-
squeaky one?
Guys, it's me!
He got even smaller.
Listen.
He is smaller than he was before.
Listen! Hey!
No, I have Navi on my lamp. In my lamp. It's different.
Oh no, not Legend of Zelda.
Guys, I got some news! I got some...
Spit it out. We don't have time. Spit it out.
It's the stuff.
Okay. How does that help us?
This motherfucking spaceship!
Okay, we can't hear you. Just move closer
Yeah,
to
I
your mic
couldn't
and
understand anything
you could just do your normal voice, please. Hello. Yes.
Hey, Denise! Hello, Denise! Hello,
The
hello!
only thing I heard from you was spaceship.
Paimon,
Alright, Solace, how does that help us now?
Paimon, take an
Guys,
inspiration.
guys,
I was.
I got some important news.
Yeah, you said the space wizard's here. He's on the ship. How does that help us right now?
Well, y'all can hear me, so I wouldn't have.
I could.
Okay. It's the space wizard. He's outside the spaceship. He planted some kind of thing on the ship.
Okay, we figured out something's on here, but that doesn't help us right now. Can you
I'll
do
tell them
something about
everything.
it?
I'll tell them everything that I heard.
Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, that's what happened.
You know, when you put it like that.
If you would excuse me, I'm gonna go retrieve my other piece from Red.
Okay.
Didn't we close the door on that area?
It's fine. I'm not gonna make this an issue. He can go retrieve it from Red's body. But when you go to retrieve it from Red's body, the walls are starting to fill with smog. And so you quickly retrieve that piece and then get back inside and close up the doors. And also, from the hole in the fridge is also starting to fill with smog. So you quickly close the freezer door, and you realize that you guys are now probably in the last room that does not have radiation in it.
God, I knew I should have gotten a suit. We should have gotten a suit so much sooner. Alright, Inu, what do you have for us? What happened with you?
Well, as far as I can remember, we did get the. Right, we did, we got to pull the lever, but it was hijacked and stuff. Like somebody actively tried to jam it. And
Alexander?
like,
Since you're away.
Fuck off.
Alex, come on.
We're kind of in a bad
Alexander
situation
will
right
go
now.
to a corner and give them no information, because the moment Reds had an opportunity, he wanted to shoot me.
Because you were trying to shoot somebody else.
You were trying to shoot someone.
Alexander will
Freaking
give
die,
no
Alex.
information. Good luck.
Alex, freak you!
Fuck off. Alexander's gonna go a corner inside of, like,
Okay,
fucking
when you're
staple his
party.
body.
Go to your police party, you loser.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that thing was hijacked. Or not hijacked, but someone tried to get us killed, basically. There was not supposed to be a thing in there.
Yeah. Neon, what about you? Or Silva? I don't remember which one.
Well, as I said, there was another mirror out there. So, unless the crew members could figure out if that's actually a mirror or not, we have two mirrors. The numbers don't add up there. There was someone inside of a reactor. I couldn't see the color, and I saw a foot that had the color pink. So,
I understand. We could trust this one, because if they were both, that I would have
Well,
just
they're
gotten
gonna
murdered
attack
on
me.
my way. Yeah. Though we have a pink running without a helmet right now. Unfortunately, since we were running away, I couldn't do anything or get a really good look at them. But I know their color was pink.
I don't imagine a helmet would help them much with a hole in their chute the size of a foot.
Well, they aren't able to have a. We know one doesn't have a helmet anymore, so we don't have to worry about that one.
You know that Pink doesn't have
And-
a helmet or a shoe.
Pink doesn't have a helmet or a shoe, which helps. And Slade, he keeps disappearing on us. He says he was
There's
looking
also the
for
room
us.
that told Tesh to abandon their post, so I don't trust him.
I also don't trust them because they said they were looking for us the entire time, and then I looked away from.
Tesh had been in their post, and then Kira died because of it.
Exactly. So I don't think we could trust him at all since he just left us too. We were running the same way, and now he's gone. Mira, did you see where he went?
You try and talk to Mira.
Yeah, why are you asking Mira? Mira's the doctor that stayed in the cafeteria.
As you
Not
walk
Mira,
over to Mira,
Mira.
and you see them just kind of rocking back and forth, they're just kind of muttering, "It's growing," and you look down on the floor where Solus imprinted that strange text that you guys saw on that planet, and it's grown. You can see that there's more of this text that has been carved into the ground that is like slowly creeping and has like gone under a nearby table, and you can see that that table is also kind of like starting to get this writing growing on it as well.
Hey, do you guys remember that cave?
Well, Solus is patient 0 now.
Oh, great. Oh, great. This whole area is gonna get infected. This whole area is gonna have the same thing happen to it.
I mean, this vessel has been doomed almost from the start anyway.
I mean, it's already fated to get destroyed. So, I don't think there's anything we can do
faded
about
your
it.
wild shenanigans. We need to figure out a way out of here, but I
Alexander
don't think it's
the
smart.
vaccine is stable his flesh together so he looks somewhat normal.
Yeah, no, fate, and all that hippie nonsense. We need to get to the ship as fast as we can.
I mean, there's smog everywhere.
I know, and at least 3 of us won't survive if it ends up getting through.
And who knows if we can even open the what?
No.
The blast door?
No.
The door.
No.
What are you saying, Solus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm taking the baby back. I'm sorry. I forgot I was muted.
Asta said, "What are we supposed to do if we sit here? I mean, that's not going to solve anything. We got to do something, right?"
I'd
Well, y'all know
like
the vessel
to
better than
roll.
we do. Do y'all know the way back to the hangar?
Marin speaks up and says, "Well, I mean, we could probably head back the way that you guys came in, but it seems like there's going to be radiation everywhere. These suits will probably keep us safe for a one-time trip, but I don't know about the rest of y'all."
How is their suits baggy?
What?
Are their suits like baggy, or is it like
No, not
tight
really.
on them?
Paimon, I
No.
think I know what you're trying to do. I don't think that's gonna work here. This isn't
Yeah.
Zero.
I know, but like that's the only way I could think of for something like that to work.
Do you want to, like, share?
I think what
No,
he wanted to
that-
do was try to fit in one of the suits with them, like Zero.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, since
That
we don't
would
have
not
You're
work.
Zero.
small, but you are not that small. I think the only people
That would be
have
like
work
going
with
up
is
to
the
someone
slimes.
as like as a midget and saying like, "Hey, can I crawl in that hoodie with you?" And be like, "What? Oh, it's baggy,
Hey,
right?
you
There's enough
probably-
space for another half of a person in there."
You probably got room in those pants.
I'd like to roll to read a bad situation.
Okay. Tesh has like confided to just sort of sit down at a nearby table with like their head hanging low.
Would I do 1d6 or 2? I mean 1 dice or 2?
What bad situation are you trying to read?
I know one of the questions was whether. Sorry. What's my best way in? I want to know what's my best way out. That's like the main question I was trying to ask.
Roll 1 dice.
I already rolled and got an 8.
Okay. Your best way out? I mean, it sure would be nice for everyone to have a spacesuit, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be. I mean, the best way out for you would be to take someone else's spacesuit, basically. That's... You got a 6, though, so I think what I'd like to do is just give you +1 ongoing for investigating anything else in the cafeteria. That's what I'll do.
Oh, God. Oh, great. I go to Silva and say, I don't think there's an easy way out of it.
I checked the map. I'm assuming there's no part of the cafeteria wall that's like part of the directly there's no way to get from the cafeteria directly to space. I'm assuming it's like inner.
Yeah, the cafeteria is like the center of the structure.
Yeah. So, who all? So I know Amy probably doesn't need a suit. What about Solace?
Solus could probably survive without a breathable atmosphere for a while, same as Alexander.
Yeah, probably like
The only ones,
a couple minutes at least.
the only ones that need it is me and you.
We also don't even know if the hangar is filled with smog. If it is, then opening our ship would let the smog
Alexander
in there.
walks up to the group, bleeding from every orifice of his body. No offense, I would like a suit.
Yeah, well, you don't want
That's
to give
what
us
I'm
any
thinking about.
information, so it's nice to think. It's nice to want.
Oh, wait, who? So, Solace, are you able to understand Charles? Or whatever his name was?
I'm sorry?
Were you able to understand our pilot?
Or yeah?
Try using the comms and asking him if the hangar is filled with smog.
Alright, Solus, roll plus weird.
Hey. At the 9.
Okay, you just happen to perfectly call at a time where the smog is not interfering with radio signals. And you send a message to Charles, and Charles says, the hangar is still sealed off and has not been affected yet.
I told you idiots we should have gone there.
We can get the suits, we can get in. Also, when did you say that?
I already said when we were in the hallway, we should get to the ship.
The cafeteria was closer.
Yeah, but that's not, you must have said it when everybody else was yelling stuff too, because I didn't hear that.
Out of Kyoto, I did say that.
Yeah.
I believe you, it's just a lot of people were saying stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to Paimon because he probably doesn't.
I mean, you guys
What? I
would
didn't
be,
say anything.
you guys would basically be in the same situation though, trying to get to the hangar.
How many people are here with us to have a spacesuit?
3,
3?
I think.
No, 4. There's Mira, there's Asta, there's Marin, and there's Tesh.
Well, in our little group
I
huddle, I do say, I think Mira's probably a lost cause.
Oh, no. Oh god, I have a bad thought in my head when we shouldn't do it. But what if we just kill them and take their spacesuits?
Well, yeah, we have to
Oh,
be careful
so when
about how we
I
kill
say
them.
we should kill someone, no. Well, when the 4-year-old's telling you to kill someone, yeah, let's do it.
I don't want to
Just a
kill
reminder,
anyone, but
you all were brought here to try and save as many crew members as you could.
You were
But
playing
we
with
can't-
somebody when we were being
Keyword,
chased down.
die to save.
We're saving these people no matter what.
The
We're
reason I
not
told-
gonna do anything to them.
Solid shut
I-
up,
The
Ivo.
guy that's immune to radiation. Shut up.
Alexander, the reason I told you to put your gun down at the time is because we had a creature following, so we needed to move somewhere with safety. Right now,
I'm just gonna-
we're in a semi-okay state. We can talk about which one's off.
I think Silva, we should stay here while they leave
You
and see
stupid.
if they can find us a way out. I don't
They
know
said-
what
They
we
said
can
they think
do.
the suits are only good for one trip, and they also do not seem like combat specialists.
They will die if they go alone.
Then
And if we, the moment we open these doors, the smog is most likely to you an embattled spell whoever's in here's doom.
Well,
I want to go up to
we
Mira.
could close it really fast, but whoever's the one closing it will get hit with a large dose of it.
Yeah.
And the rest of the group would have to stay as far away from the doors as possible.
Mira's still sitting in the corner, right? Just talking to themselves.
They only speak unless spoken to.
I would like to go over to them and ask if they could take their helmet off.
Roll to manipulate somebody.
I'd like to use the inspiration I just got. I
Okay,
can't-
so re-roll.
I'll throw in an 8 point.
So that's a mixed success and a success. They turn and look at you and they say, "Is that really what you want?"
Not really, but I kind of need it right now.
You're still like wearing Pink's helmet. I'm just like, could you take off your helmet?
Can you take off your helmet, please?
Mira stands up, and everyone turns to look at them as Mira clasps their suit helmet. And Marin says, "No, you can't do that. If you do," and Mira lifts their helmet off as there is no head inside. And you all watch as the suit deflates, as the gaseous form that was inside the suit dissipates and spreads throughout the room and is gone.
Alexander's just gonna look at Paimon.
People, can you explain real quick?
I told someone to kill themselves!
Congratulations, kid. You made someone die.
Hey, crew people, are you actually air, or was that not natural?
We don't know what each of us are. Some of us are, some of us aren't. That's part of what this space station is
Oh,
It's
they always wear the suits?
yeah, it's all anonymous. We each have our own individual skills and things, but we don't know who we are and what our different pasts and histories and abilities are.
Geez, whoever hired people for this did not want them living in disaster.
Paimon's
wonder
grabbing
this
on the
place
suit,
was such a
just
downfall.
tearing up.
I couldn't hear what you said, honey.
No wonder this place was such a downfall.
It was set up to collapse under
That's pretty
pressure.
much what it seems like at this point.
Is there...
Can Alexander examine the walls or anything, see if he can find anything, like a vent or anything?
Yeah, there's vents. They're sealed
I
though.
want to see if I can find
Thank
something
God.
that we could, like... Something... I know that the kitchen that I worked at, that we had, like, moving cart things, but they weren't very big. But, like, if we could find something to put people in and put them on, something like that. That's just... I'm looking for, like, if there's, like, a movable cart or something.
I have a different idea. I'd like to go to Solus and bring the spacesuit to him.
Okay. You take the
I wanna
spacesuit to
see-
Solus.
Do
Also,
you think you could copy this?
no.
No.
He's too
Oh, with a
small.
shot.
Yes,
was worth a
one
shot.
too small. Two would not prove as like it would be
You
able
would
to
pretty
mimic
much
it,
just
but
be
not
inside
give
of
like
him.
the protective properties. He hasn't gotten to that level of ability yet.
You're stupid. I cannot do this in this state. Nor can I do it for
I just
a while.
told. I'm
I
sorry.
agree.
I just told someone
He
to
is
kill
stupid.
themselves. I'm trying to make us survive. I'm a child. Leave me alone. Stop bullying
We could
children.
both fit. We could both fit in this. As well as you.
You probably don't need a suit.
Maybe.
But they could help. They could help the child fill out the spacesuit.
They're the legs and I'm the top half.
All we gotta do is find something that we
Solus
can
could be
steal
the
at
left
time
arm
in.
and left leg, and Eno could be the right arm and right leg.
I'd like to go to
Fucking wannabe Power Rangers over here.
Well,
I'd like to go to Pink
A
and
Pacific
ask them to
Rim,
take
just
their helmet off.
calibrating left hemisphere, right
Yep.
hemisphere.
Pink is not in here.
I mean, not Pink. What was your color? The one I was writing on their back. I forget what color they were.
And
Marin.
Marin. I knew it started with an M, but I kept thinking Mira. I go to Marin.
Marin's like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that they were a gas person. I wonder if they can get back in the spacesuit? No, probably have to
If
be
they were
pressurized.
gas, that means they are able to survive this.
I don't know,
thing.
sometimes not, especially with how scatterbrained they were.
Well, you don't seem scatterbrained. You seem very calm and ready. Do you think you might be able
Well, that's
to take
because I'm
off
3
your...
kobolds in a trench
Paimon,
coat.
stop convincing people to take off their suits!
Do you think you'd be able to take off your suit for me?
Paimon, no! Bad Paimon!
Roll to manipulate someone.
God damn it, Paimon! If you make another person commit suicide, I am going to kill you.
I'm thinking of us, okay?
I hate the fact that Paimon has a bigger body count in this mission than I do. And he didn't even fire a single bullet. This is bullshit.
I don't really know what the atmosphere is in here, but I'm willing to try. And they unclasp their helmet, and they stand up in front of everyone, and they start to lift off their helmet and then stop immediately as you hear the sound of crinkling and cracking sounds as their body instantly petrifies, interacting with the atmosphere.
Paimon, you're no longer allowed to talk to any of these people.
Oh no!
Solace, can you
Tesh is like
realize-
hopped up on a table. Is like, no, absolutely not. You're not getting my spacesuit. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Alexander looks at them.
What are you looking at?
Did the person who hired for this job?
Aren't you here to save us? So save us.
Did the person who hired for this job only hire people who die from contact with air?
I guess. God, I was thinking what it.
Be full Paimon size to convince you to take off your spacesuit. Tell us what the fuck you want.
He doesn't know. None of them know what they are.
He would know what his
themselves
own
are.
race is, you idiot. He
Asta
doesn't know
speaks
what
up.
anyone else was.
Because Asta works in bookkeeping, they know all this information. They say, all right, look, y'all, there's a lot that doesn't make sense, but we had to keep the atmosphere specifically to this to make sure that it would work with the core, but a lot of us can't really live all in the same atmosphere. That's why we gotta wear these suits. They're not designed
So
for
you
the
let.
radi-
Why didn't you say anything before I told them to take off their suits?
I thought you were just having a private conversation with them. Why'd you convince them to take their helmets off?
Paimon, you
I
were
didn't think they'd
whispering
die.
to them.
I was trying to give you your privacy. I didn't think you'd make them commit suicide.
Look, people, stop. We need to find solutions. Let's find something that we could shove the children into so that they don't get smogged.
Well, we
Well,
got
now
two
we have
suits
a
now.
big solution. Paimon goes in that
There's a
suit.
loud bang as something slams against one of the doors.
I'm not gonna lie, we should probably go fast.
Look, we need to find like a Paimon-sized crate.
Just put Paimon in the suit with the slimes.
You hear a muffled voice as there's like pounding sounds. And the pounding sounds get slower and slower and slower until they eventually stop.
Alexander, we need more suits than what we have.
We need one more
So we
suit.
need to find something we can just shove Paimon in to keep them safe for the meantime. Because you said you wear the suit.
I can handle exposure to radiation, but my body will fall apart before we get to the ship. At that point, one of you will need to carry me.
Fine.
I turned.
I grabbed the
turned to
doctor's suit.
I turned to Solus.
Wait,
and
that
go,
person was a doctor?
Yeah, they were made of air, but they were a
Yes.
doctor.
Alexander's gonna look at Paimon with disappointment.
I didn't want them to kill themselves. I thought, what are the chances the other one would die?
For all we know, that's not even the real doctor, because I saw another one out there.
Yes, and this one is dead
What?
now.
Tesh speaks up. What are you talking about? What do you mean another one?
I said it out loud to the whole group. I saw another one that looked exactly like this doctor. Same color.
It's not possible. It's not like someone could change spacesuits or anything. It's stupid. I mean, you just saw what happened. People can't change spacesuits.
Alright, so the
You
other
have
one
a
was
hold
fake.
But
You
no,
have-
no, it's not possible for someone to be a yellow spacesuit. There's only one spacesuit on this entire ship.
So then they
You're
came
not
from
that
somewhere
slow.
else. Or they are able to mimic things.
Well, you know, you could just bring one from outside.
Look,
Just like how the original
Yeah,
one
that's
did.
why I said they were either from somewhere else.
all I
or
know
they
is
were-
that I'm the I'm chef. So I'm white, so that's why you gotta save me, right?
You're an idiot, that's what you are.
Hey, I'd rather be an idiot than alive. At least I'm not gonna trust you guys.
Wait, did you just say you'd rather be an idiot than alive? Doesn't that mean you want to be dead?
Shut up. You know what I meant. I'd rather be alive and an idiot
Yes.
than be dead, trusting you
Guys,
guys.
can we all shut up?
Shut
Two
up,
people just died and
Solace.
there's banging
Shut
at
up,
the door.
Paimon.
Solace, clear up
Paimon, you're the
the...
person that killed them.
Shut
I didn't
up.
mean to.
Paimon, shut your pie hole. Solace, clear up the debris inside of the one suit that has a statue. I'm gonna get in the dock suit, and you and Paimon get in the other one.
Alright. Kinda wish I could get to the other parts of me, but oh well.
Alexander's gonna look at the chef.
Their face is unreadable behind the mask.
I'd recommend you shut up and just follow us when we...
Because that's what the point of the mask is.
I recommend you shut up.
Don't make me rip
We're not gonna save you if you actively try to stop us from saving you. We're gonna be leaving soon.
Look.
If you follow us, that's up to you.
Yes, I would like to leave, please. Before before anyone else dies.
By the way, if you see anyone else out there,
You
not
should
hit
shoot them immediately.
run past them.
Don't ask any questions.
I like this guy's
Ask questions
style.
never.
You don't claim that your combat prowess. You should probably just tell us that they're there. Because I don't really trust you with the weapon right now.
Alexander can't see through radiation.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not licensed to carry a gun anyways.
Who says I am?
I never
Wait,
got
what?
a license.
No, I was saying that there, I didn't kill anybody. What?
Alright, so that was what you were hiding from earlier, gotcha.
No, I didn't kill anybody. What are you talking about? What you're
Now
you're
isn't
asking
the time
questions.
for this.
Yeah, I'm putting the suit on.
Who cares if he killed someone? We're getting out of here.
All right, Silva, which suit are you putting on?
The doctors.
Okay, so you're putting on yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh man, I wanted to have yellows on.
Solace has
Stop
to
being
clean up.
picky, just grab a suit.
No.
Solace has to clean up the statue from inside of the other one.
Solus, do you dissolve the body in the other spacesuit?
Paimon's watching in horror as this happens.
This is all your fault, Paimon.
Yes.
All right, roll me plus weird 2 dice.
Plus we are
Paimon,
okay.
you never forget your first kill, huh?
You're gonna go to bed in a little bit, kid.
I'm
tormented
supposed to
desire.
save people.
Oh.
Paimon just
That was
breaking down
great.
crying under a table.
An 8 and a 4. All right, perfect.
I'm trying to tell Paimon. We're gonna share this.
I killed
you-
2 people.
You get 4 hit points back.
Oh, let's go. Hold on, kid.
Alright, now climb in there, Paimon, and we'll sew you up.
Just so you don't have to do the stupid voice anymore.
Wait a minute, didn't you say that there was 4 of them with us?
Yeah.
Yep. So Marin
Two
is
are
still
alive.
alive and Tesh is still alive.
Hasn't only one of them been talking this whole time?
No, they've both been talking.
They both talk.
Or sorry, Marin's dead. Asta is still alive.
Alright, got disconnected. What happened?
You, Solus just ate Asta. Or Marin, excuse me.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
Did you hear that you gained health? Solace.
Alright, so Paimon is getting in Marin's suit now. The person that, ironically gave Solus or Paimon a ride.
And save
They
Paimon,
were
by the
so
way.
nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Paimon.
Starts crying while putting on the suit.
Oh no, that was either you or them. You're gonna have to get used to it in this kind of work.
Paimon, you kind of have to like hike up the suit to like be able to fit you. It'd probably be for the best if someone carried you.
God. Wait, wasn't Solus joining me in the suit or something to help up?
Oh, is Solus doing that?
Yeah, I thought Solus was because we won't so if Solus would be able to handle radiation.
Yeah, Solus could help fill out the suit, I guess.
I'll help out.
Okay. Roll to help out. And I'll give you 2 dice for this because you can slither into tight spaces. So roll 2d6 plus cool.
That was way more dramatic than I meant to find.
I still need to put in some experience to pool, so just a 2d6. 5 and a 5.
Okay, yep. You're able to fill out the suit and make it perfectly able to... Yeah, Paimon, you're basically now like a normal height person now. How does it feel?
Great, but I have an idea. What if we... Since I'm guessing Alexander's gonna be turning into like a stew type thing, what if we start putting him inside the last space helmet? Because we have an extra one.
I'm not gonna be that small by the end of this, you
You
idiot.
only have a helmet. I'm gonna hand off my flashlight to either y'all or Inu, and I'm gonna be ready to pick up Alexander if we have to keep running.
Okay.
My
give it to Ian.
exoskeleton should keep me walking for a while.
I'm just gonna be behind you and ready in case you need me to carry you.
Alexander would nod, then go back to trying to fix his body.
Are you actually trying to heal yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you like to roll medicine on yourself?
I would.
Okay. I'll say roll 1 dice plus weird.
I'm gonna use the medkit.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. You have a thing that just does it, I think.
That is a 5 and a 9.
Okay.
It doesn't automatically, it just gives me an extra.
Okay. Does it say how much you heal by when you do it?
If I do a success, it gives me 2 HP back and cures any side effects. As in, like, if I'm bleeding like that.
Okay, yeah. You're not melting anymore, and you regain 2 harm.
I don't know what those things are, but damn, they're annoying.
Also, before we go, you two, do either of y'all have a clue of how to open the door in case it's closed when we get there? The door to space, I mean.
Alexander will pull out his hack.
They both shake their head.
Alright, it'll be...
This
we'll just have to hope Hunter can hack.
This is the
Alexander
person
can hack
that pushes pencils or sautés meat. They don't know how to operate doors.
it. Hey, who knows? Maybe they like to
I can
research random things.
get it open. Unless one of you have a card from one of the dead people.
Sorry.
Oh, and whatever you do, don't let whatever those things are touch you.
Yep.
Don't
Got
plan
it.
it. Our best bet is just to keep running for the hangar. Eno or Paimon, who wants to hold the flashlight? I don't even know if it'll work, honestly, but if it does, I don't need to carry it in case I have to carry Alexander.
You should give it to Inu. I have my own source of light.
Yippee!
Can I start switching to one of my other
Eno is a source of light.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but now
that's
she's
true.
an even bigger source. She eats it and then it just makes her glow even bigger, even better.
I'm a dude.
It's a
Oh,
normal
God.
flashlight. I don't know.
I'm
if
sorry.
it'll help.
I'm sorry.
Enu is just a fucking
makes sense.
glow stick.
Yeah,
I-
but
Inu just
I don't
sticks
know
it
if
to the
I
top of their head and it illuminates their whole body.
should I eat the flashlight next? I think I'm hearing that I should eat the flashlight. Does this mean I finally get to eat something inedible?
No, please don't eat that flashlight.
That costs a
Fine.
lot of money. Please
Feed
don't.
you,
You know, like,
feed you
anything's fun.
the stone statue of one of the people.
What? What?
You know,
No,
one of the people Paimon got killed.
No, I'm not. I'm not a Tokyo ghoul. I'm just a dog
What
that
are you
has the
talking
brain of a
about?
somewhat.
They're not your species.
Doesn't matter. Those people had feelings, man.
Not anymore, they're dead.
I'm not eating the people.
Can we not
I
talk
think you
about the
said that wrong. They had feelings.
Can we not talk about the people anymore?
Everybody just
No.
let's get
I don't
ready to
want
run. Let's get ready to start booking it.
Alexander will get ready to book it out the door.
Yeah, is there anything anyone else wants to do before we start making a run for it?
Alexander will look at the group.
By the way, if I'm unable to remove my hands,
Alexander's gonna point at the side of his head, which has this little plug-in thing.
plug that into the door. I will hack into it.
Oh.
Oh, it's Paimon or Inu. Is there anything you want to do before we open the door and start running for the hangar?
No, I don't have anything.
Paimon doesn't feel
Oh,
like
actually-
killing any of the other people yet.
I would like. I'd like to roll. To investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Alright. I want to use my lantern, so would that be 2?
Yep.
Alright. A 6 and a 3.
Uh, 6 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can ask one question.
Can I tell if Mira is still alive?
No offense, Paimon, but Solus ate what was.
I guess
That-
you didn't. I
that's a
guess you
Mary,
didn't
not
ask if Mira was live. You just asked if you could tell. So no, you can't tell.
God damn it.
You fool!
You got
Oh
my
fucking
God.
monkey's pawed.
It's
my
not
God, oh
like
my
you
God.
ever see random gas eyeballs staring
It's
at
like
you.
Oh my God.
like the genie wish type.
Wait, what? What's,
You got
what's
monkey's
this?
pawed.
What's this? I feel an egg point in my pocket. It's appearing out of nowhere. What? Crazy.
You're not even really sure if Mira was truly alive in the same sense that you are. They were just sort of like an entity. Similar to how Inu is. This is just a state of matter that they're in. Perhaps if you were able to condense them back into a concentrated cluster, they might be able to act in the same function again. You not really sure. You don't know. And you have no way of knowing. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's.
Don't look at me. I don't know how to deal with gas.
And you call yourself a space doctor.
Shut the hell up.
At least I didn't kill one person.
I'm sorry. I didn't specialize in focusing on gas people.
I mean, it was possible to uncrystallize Marin before Solus
Yeah,
ate
but it
them,
was-
but you know.
Yeah, but it was too late by
I'm
then.
in the suit.
Not to mention, we would have
Yeah,
to get
no,
them
no.
in an area that would
Paimon didn't
just
kill Marin,
crystallize them.
Solus did.
Solus did kill Marin.
So they were
Paimon is
still.
just the cog.
Yeah, I never said that they were dead. I just said that they froze in place. And then Solus ate them.
Which y'all make
In the
Hey,
Solus is totally realizing it while he's.
God damn it! Now both of these guys have a bigger body count
I'm
than I do. This
I'm just thinking about the report you guys are gonna get for this mission, and just like it's every single time you guys do something, it just slowly dwindles down. Just like
Have you?
We
This
do
was bad,
really
Mark.
well one mission, then incredibly shit.
we're meant for killing and not saving.
If you look at me and Solus's spacesuit, it's us holding each other. Looks like someone hugging themselves. While we realize we killed 2 people.
You're now rocking in the corner like the medic was.
You are children who are paired with some of the worst adults.
We killed 2
I'm
people.
in my emo phase. You wouldn't understand me at the moment.
We just killed 2 people.
We killed
Oh,
2
by the way,
people.
can
worry.
Alexander look
Channel.
at the writing that Solus that's now growing?
I hurt myself today
Is that fucking goofy?
to see if I still feel.
Look, it's easier and easier with
the
each.
shadows in my room.
I think it's easier and
I
easier with
still
each
see
head.
your shadows in my room.
Can Alexander please just look at the writing that Solus put?
Yeah, it's that like writing that was on that planet, the scroll as it's called.
Can I
And
understand it?
You guys do have like legislation of it, but do you guys have any technology or booklets or anything that would like be able to translate it for you? Oh no, that's right, because
Alexander
no.
did study it.
But you did not study it as a second language, so you are unable to read it.
Yes, but me and you both did agree that Alexander studied it to the fact where he could copy it himself. Because I had rolled incredibly high.
Oh, that's right. You did learn how to read it. Okay. I will give you 2 dice. Roll plus weird.
Huh?
That is a 9 and an 8.
Okay. It's a bunch of words that are like starting different sentences, but it kind of seems like it's reading some very basic things like marked and again. I will let you know that it's almost as if the text itself seems confused, like this was not foretold, this was not portrayed, this was not intended, why are we here? Like, as if the text understands that it in itself is like a forewarning to like like if it was a horseman of the apocalypse, it would be like, why am I at this planet? This planet wasn't designated for destruction.
Ah, Alexander will go back to the group. Though he will take mental note of it.
Okay.
Starting to get a bit more of an understanding of that writing.
And that's only because you rolled so high. You got 2 overwhelming successes.
Oh yeah. When it
Oh,
comes to plus weird, I'm really good at it.
I'm really weird.
Exactly.
Alright, everybody. Let's get ready to run.
Remember, no stopping, and if you see one of the things, just shoot it and run.
Okay. So you guys go up to the door, and I think Marin, or sorry, not Marin. Marin's dead. I have to remember. Asta goes over and say, "All right, I'm gonna start cranking the door now." And they start winding the door as smog starts to slowly filter into the room. And as the door starts to part open, you see a figure standing there in the darkness. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.